Hey folks, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss about Nasdaq, Dow Jones, S&P 500, Russell 2000, commodities gold, silver, and precious crypto Bitcoin. So before we go ahead and start our analysis, in case you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon. You will get the notification of all future videos on this channel. Let's go ahead and see the calendar for the coming week. What are the major events coming? This is so important to understand if there are any events in the market. So there is one big event coming on Tuesday, and that is CPI data. This will be a most important event. Then on Thursday, we have retail sales. Friday, Michigan consumer sentiment. And then March 20, we have FOMC interest rate decision, fair interest rate decision. So this month we have two big events coming in. So you will see or expect a lot of volatility in the market. Let's go ahead and start our analysis. So this is the time is 1:45 p.m. PST, and the futures will open in some time. So let's go ahead and do the analysis before future market opens. So first we will see the monthly chart here. On the monthly chart, you can see 18 days are still pending this month to end. So the candle is not finished yet. And the weekly chart says that there is a red candle. This says that after this big upside, there was some profit booking. But you can see here the same kind of candle generated on the 12th of Feb that week. And then you can see that next week market went lower and then again pushed back. So this red candle says that some profit booking will come again. So let's understand in the day chart. This is the day chart here, and we will unhide our drawing to try to understand the levels here. So these are the levels on the day chart. You can see here market respected the trend line very well. You can see here from this point, this is second, this is third, and this is the fourth and fifth. So looks like Nasdaq 100 is running exactly on the trend line. But what happened next? What is going to happen in the next week? So you can see here, we are just converted this chart into 4-hourly chart. 18,055 in the future. This is an important, the top of the support, and this is the bottom of the support, 17,750. So this means that if more profit booking come and if 18,055 break for the downside, then 17,775 up to this point, it's possible that more profit booking will come. But if Nasdaq 100 wants to stay in the uptrend, it needs to close above 18,055 in next week or so. Means in the daytime, within the week, it can come to this point, but at the end of the week, it has to be above 18,050. Then only it will be in the uptrend. So let's talk about the levels. 18,055 is acting as a support where it is lying currently. If it managed to stay above this support, then definitely 18,250 and 18,500 are our targets. And on the downside, 18,055 got broke, then 17,750 is the second support or second point. But if break below that, then we will talk about the big sell off into the market for 17,555 and 17,430. Let's talk about Dow Jones. Dow Jones monthly chart, it's the same like Nasdaq 100. You can see here. Uh, let's unhide the drawing quickly. This is the monthly chart, and then we convert it into the weekly. Weekly is showing some kind of sell, and this is the daily chart. Daily is showing indecisiveness, and if we convert it into the 4 hourly chart and we unhide the drawing, then it says that Dow Jones is currently trading in this channel. Right now it is at support of 39,200. If it breaks this support and goes down, then it can go towards 38,900, which is a trend line support, right? So same like Nasdaq 100, if it comes to 38,900, it's a buying opportunity here, and then it can reverse back for 39,200, then 39,500 and 39,750 are the targets for this index. If it breaks below 38,900, then there might be a sell off for 38,600, 400, 300, and 200. We will talk about the downside if it breaks below 38,900. But at this point, to me, it looks like market wants to do some kind of profit booking before giving a next upside. So this was about Dow Jones, and let's talk about S&P 500. So this is the chart of S&P 500. Monthly, we can see monthly it is after a upside, it is showing some correction. Weekly, it's a form as a doji, which is says that indecisive. Market wants to decide whether it wants to go up or down. And then this is a day chart, and this is hourly time frame. On the hourly time, 4 hourly time frame, we can see that how nicely it is trading on this trend line, right? You can see here how nicely it is. Uh, just a moment. How nicely it is going through that trend line, and yeah, so here. This is the trend line. It is nicely respecting here. Yeah, it is respecting here, then this point, and this point. Now, where it wants to go from here, if you see the chart, then it clearly says that it has a very good support around 5150. This is the first support. Second support is coming around 5,000. So, if any short-term profit booking comes, then it can come till 5150 or till 5,000. And from there, either it can reverse from here or from here. If it breaks below 5,000, then 4,850 and 4,730 are targets for the downside. And for the upside, you can see here, the first target is 5300. Now we will talk about the Russell 2000. Russell 2000, if you remember, if you saw my previous charts, I clearly mentioned that it is in an uptrend. It has to go till I gave three targets for the Russell 2000. If you have seen my previous videos, 2070, 2100, and 2130. It almost reached all three targets. You can see here 2130. And now we want to understand where Russell 2000 wants to go now. So this is the monthly chart. We will talk directly for the weekly chart here. So if you remember, I mentioned that and on the weekly chart, it has given a breakout. You can see here on this weekly chart, if I draw this trend line, it has given a nice breakout. And after this breakout, it is trying to consolidate over this point. So let's understand on a 4 hourly time frame what this is saying. So it is saying that it is respecting this trend line. Okay, don't get confused with other lines. Just focus on the line which I am highlighting here. It is respecting this trend line. Okay, and it is just trying to trade above this trend line. This is point, this point, and this point here. Now what it wants to do, now this is the point, right? Again, for this index, I would say it has the support of 2070 right now. 2070 is a first area of support. Then if it breaks that, then 2045 is the second area of support. And if 2045 break, then it can go towards 2023, right? So upside, if it managed to stay above 2070, which is it is currently upside of that. But if manage to stay above 2070 continuously, then again it will travel on this trend line. It will go for 2100 and then 2130. And then there are more targets for the upside. But if it breaks 2070, then it can go to the second support of 2050. And if it breaks that, then we can see some major corrections coming into Russell 2000. And then we'll talk about two commodities, gold and silver. If you remember, I clearly mentioned that gold and silver wants to go upside. There is a lot of upside pending. And now I think the time has come. Okay. The time has come because you can see here on the weekly time frame, the gold has given a breakout, a very nice breakout. And now it needs to stay above this level. It needs to stay above 2150. If gold continuously manage to stay above 2150, right? 2150, then on the long term, you are going to see bigger targets in the gold. And my long term target is 2500, which I mentioned so many times in the previous videos. Now let's talk with the correct numbers of the levels right now. For the gold, you can see here, gold has a support of 2050 and 2000. These are the two major supports. 2050, this line, and 2000 is a major support. And right now, gold has achieved the both short-term target of 2110 and 2170, which I mentioned in my previous videos. And now gold, we need to understand whether gold will go again from here directly or do some consolidation till this point and go up, or do the consolidation till this point or go up. So this will be a buying opportunity if it comes to these points again. But the trend remains intact unless gold starts trading below 2000. Gold is in a super uptrend. Then we'll talk about the silver. For the silver, you can see here, this is a day chart. I mentioned in my previous videos that once silver crossed $23, then it would show three targets. And you can see here, all three targets achieved: 23.50, 24, and 24.50. These all three targets achieved in the silver. And silver is also in a very big uptrend now. Silver is a pure buy unless and until it doesn't trade and sustain below 22.25. Now silver has very big targets. Those are like 28, 30 and 32 plus, but it will take some time. But these are the bigger targets for the silver. And you will see that will coming in few months from here on. Now, if we talk about the levels, as I mentioned, silver has the first support at 23 and second is at 22.25. Any profit booking in silver, like if it comes back to 24 or 23.50 up to 23, it would be a buying opportunity. Either it can come to this point and go up, or this point and go up, or this point and go up. These are the chances of the silver. Then we will talk about a favorite commodity, favorite currency, which is Bitcoin. Now, everybody is behind the Bitcoin because you see here on a monthly time frame after November 2021, which was the high of the Bitcoin. That high was around 69,000. This high broke today, right? You can see here today Bitcoin made a high of 70,184. So this was the all-time high of the Bitcoin. You can see here the journey of Bitcoin from where it started and how the Bitcoin of a value $300 to $69,000, right? So Bitcoin, if you see, this is the monthly time frame, this is the weekly upside you can see, and daily upside you can see. But there is one uh, interesting data I observed in Bitcoin, and I thought to share with you all. So if you see here, from October 2020 till March 2021, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, it gave a non-stop rally of 28%, then 42%, 47%, 15%, 36%, and 30%. So Bitcoin gave this much rally in 6 months from, you can see here, October 2020 to March 2021, which was almost 500% upside. And now if we talk about 2024, the data is shows same. See here, October 2023 to March 2024, non-stop upside, and it gave a 150% upside. But the thing which I noticed here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 non-stop upside candle, and then after the March, you can see in the April, it did some profit booking. In May, there was a downfall of 35%. Now, same pattern I am observing here on the upside. Okay, you can see here. Let me mark it. So this pattern you can see here, the same type of pattern I'm observing here month wise, right? From October 2023 to March 2024. Here, October 2020 to March 2021. Now, looking at this, if we think that history may repeat, that means it is highly possible that if the profit booking comes, then Bitcoin has the two levels where it can take a stop. The first stop is at 60,000. This is the first stop if profit booking comes, and the second stop is coming around 47,550. I'm not saying that Bitcoin will come down, but we never know. Market is supreme. If it comes down, if the profit booking comes heavily, then you might see this two level coming. If there is no profit booking coming, because we don't know, who is running this market. So if there is a non-stop upside, then you just need to hold on and see how far it goes. But I just gave you the level of the support. If any profit booking comes, then you will see the 60,000 and 47,550 in the Bitcoin. So I hope, friends, you learned something out of today's video. It was all about these indexes and commodities and Bitcoin. If you have learned something, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon. You will get the notification of all future videos. Till that, keep learning, keep earning. Bye bye.